Hi, welcome back to my channel Basic Code. Today we are going to discuss about the constant file. First, let's see what is a constant file. A constant file is a useful way to store and manage constant values that are used throughout your application. Like if we want to use same values in whole project, that time we can create a constant file. That is like the common file where we can access those values throughout the application. Just like that, with these values, if we will put in the single location, with the help of that we can easily maintain and update them, right? It's easy to change the values from here to there. We can just go to in our constant file and we can just easily change the values over one place. So let's start with that one. First, for that one, we need to create a constant.ts file where we can dec- uh, where we can create our variable. So let's go to the app folder. Here we can create a new file, or what we can do, we can create a folder so that we can get to know our constant file are in this folder. So create one folder that is constant, and in this one we are going to create our constant file. Constant dot, it's a ts file. Okay, now here in this one file, what we are going to do, we are going to create our constant values in this one. Like we are going to export const. Okay, export const and constant. Okay, constant. Okay, now in this one, what we are going to do, we are going to declare the values with the help with the key and the value. We are going to declare the values, keys and value. First of all, we can store any type of value. Like we can store the validation values. We know that we are going to use the required keyword most of the every form, right? So what we can do, we can create a constant variable in this one required, and we can use that required word wherever we want to pass that message. We do not need to write that this is required field. We should not, we do not need to repeat that thing. So we can place that code in one place. So let's start first what we are going to do, we are going to create a constant for our like API. Like if we where we are going to call the API, like in our service file we created one API. Which one? This is the user. Like in this one file we created one API, right? The get service one. Yeah, this one, right? This one API we are using. So what we are going to do, we are going to make a value here, and we are going to create a field for that one here. Like if we will say we are going to use API URL is our key, and here we are going to pass this one the URL. Now, wherever we are using this one API, right? We do not need to use this whole URL. What we can do, let me show you. Like this one. This is the file, right? How can we use in our TS file is we can simply go and we can pass this variable. Like here we are going to get return. What we can do here, we can remove this one. Here what we are going to do, constant. Now it will suggest us whatever the variable, like this one, API URL. Now we do not need to pass the whole URL over here. We can just pass this one. So if we will check it, uh, get API, right here. Here we can see it's working now. Okay. For that one, now wherever we are calling this API, we are going to, wherever we are using this URL, we can simply use this const API URL, this variable, and we can use this one. Okay, so at one more place we can use this one. Like if we will say I want to create a validation message. Okay, so for that one also, what we are going to do, and we can declare the error message. So like if we will say error, we can declare object here error message. This is our object, and here we are going to pass our keys and values. This is error message, and here what we are going to do is required, like required. Here we are going to pass our message. This is required. Okay, just like that. Any error message, like what one more we use, like min length, right? Min length we are using, right? So here we can pass the value like minimum 3 digits are required, whatever is suitable, like for our application, that message we can add here. Okay, now how to use this one? If we will say we are going to use this one in the template, in this one, like here we pass this one, this is required. Here we can pass that message, the constant variable that we declare over there. For that one, what we need to do, what we are going to do, we are going to create one variable over here. So, and we are going to call it like in that one file. Okay, then we are going to declare one variable over here, like validation of message, any variable like validate message. We can give type any. Okay, here we are going to add this constant, and it will suggest us now. Okay, constant, this one dot constant dot, once again let me see if we saved it or not. Constant, here is this one dot, here is error message. Okay, this one we are going to, now we are going to use this variable in our HTML file here. Okay, here like this one, here what we are going to do, the variable, we know we use this one double curly braces to use that one variable, and this one validate message dot whatever our method name over there, it was required, right? What was the name? This one required here. Now wherever we use this one method, okay, we can use, we do not need to write that this is required. We can just simply add this one message over there, like this one city one. We can copy this one. We can paste this one. Okay, let's see how it works now. Okay, so here we need to declare the property here, like the validation message. This is the property. So this one we are going to use here validation message. Okay, so validation message here. Now it should work. Let's see now. This is our application. Here is our template form. If we will give this one is working, this is required. This is our address. This one is working, right? So with the help of constant file, we can declare the variables, the values. We can define the properties that we know we are going to use them again and again throughout the program, throughout our application. And we can create how many we want constant files. Like if we will say we are calling a lot of APIs in our project. So what we can do, we can create one constant file for the API. And we have a lot of forms are in application, then we can create one error form message constant file. However, and how many files we can create throughout our application. Okay, and we are declaring this one is const just because so that its value should not change throughout our program. It should be same, right? Means, like if we are going to give them a we are going to we are going to use these constants throughout our program, so these values should be same for our whole application. Okay, and we are using this one like the full this one uh, uppercase uppercase letters, so that that can make the code more readable. And this is a naming convention that make it clear that the variable is constant, and it improves her code readability as well. Okay, thank you. That's all for this one. This is all about the constant file. And thank you. And please don't forget to subscribe my channel and like my video. Thank you so much.